Hi, my name is Brian Gromkowski, Director of Graduate Programs for the Cotsacos College of Business. In this video, I'm going to talk specifically about the decision to change your concentration within the MBA from one to another and the steps that you would need to take in order to do so. So there are a lot of reasons why a student may opt to change their MBA concentration. You may have a career change, expected or unexpected. You may start taking some classes and your interests may shift. You could have a supervisor or your employer might be weighing in and giving you a preference. And all of those can sort of influence the decision on whether you want to make that adjustment for yourself or not. There are sort of two windows in which this typically happens. The first is if a student has submitted a graduate application and have either been accepted for the program or have not yet received an admissions decision, and someone has a change of heart and says, okay, I applied for accounting, but now I'm really starting to think it through and I think I want it to be adjusted to applied business analytics. If you have not yet begun the first course for your program, even if you're registered for them in an upcoming semester, you would make that adjustment through the graduate admissions office. So their email address is there, their phone number is there. You would let them know you've not yet begun your graduate program, let them know which concentration you applied for and what your new preferred concentration is. They'll make the adjustment to your application. And if you've already been accepted for the program, they'll also make an adjustment to the back side of your record, the registration side of your record. That way, DegreeWorks and other related systems will reflect your new preferred concentration, and you can move forward, with the new concentration. If you've already begun one or more of your degree requirements for your program, I always recommend getting in touch with your advisor, whether that's Dr. Kensia Mele or myself. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what concentration you're pursuing right now and what the new concentration is that you're considering. If it's very early along in your degree, this is usually a very smooth transition and there's no impact on your timeline for graduation. But if you're further along and you're making that adjustment, we can let you know what the potential impact is of making that adjustment. So when we know your new concentration, we'll send you a change of concentration form, which you can complete. Has some basic information, how many credits you've completed in the program, your current concentration, your new preferred concentration, your student ID number, etc. We will sign off on that for the College of Business and then send it over to the registrar's office for processing. Once they've done so, again, your concentration will be updated in DegreeWorks and you'll see your new degree requirements for the concentration showing there. But the reason I mentioned having that conversation with your advisor is that not all of our courses are transferable across all concentrations. And especially if a student is further along in a degree and making a significant shift from, say, the accounting concentration to applied business analytics concentration, it's not always true that all of those courses will carry over, and that could extend the timeline to successful degree completion. So we want to make sure you have all the information that you need on the front end to make the decision for yourself if you want to move forward with that concentration change. So the 6 1.5 credit foundation courses, if they are applicable to you and you needed to take them, those are transferable across all 10 of our MBA concentrations. RPS 6100, Fin 6550, MGT 6570, those are applicable for all 10 of our MBA concentrations. MBA 6700, the capstone course, is applicable for 9 out of the 10 concentrations. Accounting 6070 fulfills a requirement for many of our concentrations. You can see which listed there, and the same is true for MGT 6050. Those are basically close to a 50-50 split between the different concentrations. But there are other courses, particularly concentration courses and some elective courses, that are only applicable for 1 or 2 or 3 of our MBA concentrations. So we want to make sure, for example, if you were an applied business analytics student, you took band 5600, which is a degree requirement for the applied business analytics concentration, and now you're thinking of going over to the accounting concentration, we want to make sure you know that band 5600 is not going to carry over. And in that case, it's likely you'd need to complete a different 3-credit course in its place to meet all the degree requirements for your program. We can confirm which courses, if any, aren't transferable so that you have that information. And then it's really weighing any extra costs and any extra time against your desire to now change your concentration. And some students, when they hear, okay, 9 of the the 10 courses you've completed are going to come over, but these 2 are not. So you have 6 more credits that you need to complete, and here's how long it will take you to do so. Some students, when they get that information, will say, okay, you know what, I was thinking about this, but I wasn't wed to it, so I'm going to stick with my current concentration and I'm going to complete it as scheduled. Other students may say, no, there's really been a dramatic change in my preference, so I understand I may have to take 1 or 2 extra courses, and I'm a little further along in my degree, but I'm going to move forward this. I'm going to make the change, and that just is what it is. So make sure you have that conversation with your advisor. We'll walk you through all of that. In many cases, especially if it's early on in your degree, there is no added time or cost, but certainly we've had students kind of have a complete 180 in their life unexpectedly very late in their program, and then sometimes that's not always going to all transfer over seamlessly, but we'll make you aware of that so you can make that decision for yourself. So I hope this video has been helpful. Certainly, if you are thinking of changing your concentration, please reach out to us. We have had students change a concentration even more than once during the duration of their degree. We're here to support you through that, give you the information you need to decide if that's how you want to move forward. But again, I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.